What's up? What's up? What is up?
Hey y'all.
I am Jay Reed, and we are back for another episode of the Computer Love Podcast, and I am accompanied by my beautiful co-host Shaquetta Shante.
Back again, y'all. It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while, but I'm glad we back.
Me too.
What is this? Episode 8?
This is episode 8.
Episode 8, y'all. We just gonna keep on pushing because that's what we do.
Let's go.
Let's
do this.
You got the church announcements for them, babe.
I have some announcements.
What you got?
Okay, so thank y'all so much. Thank you. You have been with us. This is episode 8. You've been just engaging with us on social media. The support feels really good. So I definitely appreciate that. We appreciate you all following, liking, subscribing, commenting, rating, reviewing, all of the above. And if you have not done so yet, please do that and share with some friends or someone that you may know. Also, I want to say thank you all for the birthday wishes. Thank you all for just, shouting your girl out.
One time for the birthday girl.
Don't get me started because, it's I'll be ready to celebrate Gemini season all year.
Right.
But thank y'all. Thank you so much. I had an amazing birthday. We traveled. My babe did an amazing job with my birthday. So thank you.
Glad you liked it, my love.
It was so much fun. We went to the Grand Canyon, did some sightseeing in Phoenix, and then drove up to Vegas. For real, when we came back, I was like, I know this man is tired because he was literally on the road. Had the best time. And I really, really thoroughly enjoyed everything.
Were stopping, taking pictures next to cactuses and all kinds of
everything. It was so good. And
saw the Hoover Dam and we're like, oh shit, we need to stop and see
this.
Right,
Hoover Dam,
cool.
the waterfall, the waterfall show in Vegas.
At the Bellagio.
Yes, that was amazing. My day at the spa was you got a little sound. Do the little sound for me. The one that little.
Oh.
I need it.
It's like that kind of.
Yeah. It was that. Very much necessary.
Yeah.
And so came back and got to spend some time with my family, some of my girlfriends. So I am truly blessed. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I'm just.
How's it feel to be a year older?
I feel like fine wine. I only get better with time.
Like a good cheddar. Like a good brie. Like a good, good slice of cheese. Just get better.
Just a good fine wine that you have to go on a special tour to sample. You know what I'm saying?
Would you be like a sweet wine or a dry wine?
Nah, sweet.
Are you a red, a white, or a rosé?
I'm going to do a red wine.
Okay.
Yeah. But y'all, it was really good. So I just wanted to say that. I wanted to say thank you all. And I've really learned a lot over the last years. Now I'm proud of my age. But last year I did something and I shared life lessons. Mm-hmm. And so it was really well received, shared it with a lot of people. They downloaded all the others, just really amazing stuff. And then this year I told them I was going to be sharing love lessons. And they've been on me. They was like, hey, where's that? Replying to my stories and everything. So it is coming, you all. I literally have already created the list for you all. Just things that I've learned about love over the years. It could be within friendships, relationships, family, friends, all of the above. So I'll definitely be sharing that with you all.
Hey, why don't you should do a little bit on here, Shaquetta's love lessons.
Shaquetta's love lessons. I got it. So you want me to share one now?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead. What you got?
Okay. So
hold on. I think this would be appropriate for your love lessons. Shaquetta's love lessons. What you got?
All right. So the first one I'm going to share, and this is, I don't know, this is like the first one that comes to mind. But I want to share that staying doesn't make you strong and leaving doesn't make you weak. And I want to share that, like, that's on a job. That's like friendships. That's relationships. Like, when we look at love in general, I want people to look at it from, like, love is everywhere. Like, but it's where we're choosing to find it or see it. Like, you should love your job. If you don't love your job and you go in there like every day, it's like, what am I doing? Like, there's a TikTok video that is circulating. Anyway, we probably do something on that one. But it's hilarious because they're like, oh my God, I gotta be fake for 8 hours. Yeah. And so many times, like, that's what it is. If you're going someplace that you don't love and you don't feel like appreciated on the job or whatever. So if you leave, like, just because you've been at this job for 10 years and another opportunity comes and you decide to leave, that doesn't make you weak because you said, gosh, I was almost like, if I did 10 more, I could have, retired. Or in that relationship or in that friendship where it's been one-sided. Not every time does leaving means you're weak and staying makes you strong.
Sometimes I think staying can be the weak action, and leaving can be the strong action.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my first love lesson that I want to share with people.
Staying don't make you strong. And leaving don't make you weak.
Doesn't make you weak.
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. Take a look at, inventory. Take inventory of where you are, where you want to be, where you're trying to go, and determine what is going to be best for you, your family, or whoever else it will impact along the way. So.
Yeah, no, that's really good because like I said before, even in relationships, sometimes you stay because you are too weak to leave, and sometimes you leave because you're too weak to stay and work it out. So it can go either way. Yeah.
So
awesome.
That's my first love lesson.
Love it, babe. Love it. Let's get into the topic of the day. What you say?
We're going to the chat room.
Oh, the chat room. That's right. I be pressing the wrong buttons. Like on the last episode, I said chat room, but I pressed topic, and when I watched it back, I noticed it.
Wait.
Yeah, so y'all forgive me, man. I don't know what I'm doing over here.
You know it. You got it.
Let's go.
Chat room.
Okay. So,
what we got?
The chat room question is: should you be friends with someone who doesn't like your partner?
Should you be friends with somebody who does not like your partner? No. You should not be friends with someone that does not like your partner. That is not the goal of friendship. However, if you have friends and you meet somebody and they don't like them, then I don't think that you would abandon your friends because they don't like. Right. Then, and quite honestly, they don't have to like my girlfriend. As long as I love my girlfriend, you don't have to, but you're going to respect her and you respect my relationship. But as long as they're not, when you're going around there, they're not like throwing sly comments and being, underhanded and disrespectful. Like I said, it's all about respect. You don't have to like my woman. My woman is my woman. It's not your woman. So no, you don't have to like her, but you're going to respect her.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It'd be great if you like that. We could all do double dates and stuff. It's kind of awkward to do double dates if you don't like my.
Like, God, she's bringing her again.
Oh, geez, she be talking too much.
Sick of him.
She always want to give me some love lessons.
Right, but like, listen, y'all coming for it or what? Y'all probably trying to come hang out to get some of these love lessons.
Right.
But no, I would. I agree, and I would also say that a lot of times it could also have to do with maybe how long you've been friends with this person. Because I think that, if you have friends that have seen you through every season of your life, then they want the absolute best for you. And sometimes I also think you have to be careful of like what you share with friends, because sometimes like when you're over it, they're still like, nah. Like, so, he did this or she did this to my friend, and so like I'm not over it. You forgive him. So you just have to be careful about.
Especially I could see that on the female side. Y'all be protective over each other.
Oh yeah, we'd be like, who? He what?
I'm gonna hate him for life.
Like, I don't know. He got to work that off. He got to put in some overtime. But I think at the end of the day, anybody that is like truly your friend, they just, at the end of the day, they want to see you happy. So if that relationship make you happy, like the man that I'm with or the woman that you're with makes you happy, then you see that. And it's like, gosh, this is what my friend, like, this is what I want to see. But ultimately, like you said, if you don't get that vibe and you're just kind of like maybe I'm all in love and they see some things that I am blind to right now, you still need to be respectful in that. So I 100% agree.
But what if like they see something and they kind of know what's best for you, but you just don't see it because you're in love with this person?
I believe that happens more times than not.
So you think they're like just trying to break up your relationship or whatnot, but they actually see something and they know you. They know what makes you happy. They know what's not going to work, and you just don't see it, but they do.
Well, I think that a good friend would still be a friend to their friend, and it's like give her or him the flexibility and to see, because again, they may see it before you see it, but with time all is revealed. So it's like you'll notice it, but sometimes, like I said, just give them that freedom to fall, because I think a lot of times as friends and family, and so we don't want our loved one to like fall and hurt themselves.
Right. You don't want to see people you love get hurt.
But sometimes that happens, and if that does, or when it does in that particular case, then that friend is going to be there to love them through it and love them whole again. So
you ever had a friend who didn't like your boyfriend?
No, I really can't think of a friend that didn't like.
Really?
No.
Oh, wow. They just didn't express it to you, or they just...
Oh no, but not physically, like saying I don't like him. They may have seen things that they didn't like about him, like characteristics or something. And we've been open to sharing it with each other, like, I don't like that. I didn't like that. Or I noticed that. And I value that about my friends. Because it's no love loss. It's no harm in it. You know that these are the people that rock with you. They care about you. And so we can have an honest conversation and say, like, I saw this. I noticed this. Regardless of where you are, if you decide to stay, I'm here. If you decide to leave, I'm here. But as a friend, I want you to know that this is what I know, this is what I noticed, etc. So
no, that's good. My first marriage, I had a friend. I mean, it was like you have friends in time periods, so this was kind of like a time period friend. Like we were in technical school together, so we lost touch after that. But during that period, he was my friend, and I just met him during that period, so it wasn't like an old friend or anything like that. Right. So, and that I also had met my first wife, and he was just telling me, man, like, please, whatever you do, do not marry this woman. Like, he was just adamant. He's just trying to stop me from marrying her. That was one experience that I had of someone not liking the woman I was with. But I think guys are just a little bit more different. Like, I mean, depending on the relationship that we have with a guy, like, and depending on the recency of the relationship, we can say that, man, like, yo, she kind of shady, or that's not the one. We could say things like that if it's just kind of new, and we'll do that.
But and women do that too. Like, because it's like, I don't know about that friend, like, because you need that type of friend too. Now, it doesn't mean that they could be right or they could be, they could be wrong in it.
And you got to find out for yourself.
Right. And that's the freedom to fall,
Yeah.
the freedom to fail, the freedom to say, hey, regardless of your successes, your failures, however you look at it, I'm still rocking with you. I'm going to be here before, after, enduring. That's the kind of friends like that, you know, was going to keep it.
And how many relationships have actually worked out where they had resistance from friends and family in the beginning? You know, probably a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think because, you know, especially like coming from a male, like any males in your life, like father, male cousins, brother, like sometimes in their eyes, it's like, ain't nobody good enough for my, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Until you prove, like you have to literally prove and show. And with time, then they'll be like, oh, okay. Or sometimes, depending on where it started, like if this was somebody that was like, you know, your college sweetheart or something, they probably weren't the man that you needed then. But they matured over the years, like, you know, 5 years later. And they're like, gosh, I'm glad y'all, you know, I've seen y'all grow together. So,
yeah. If you don't grow, then you're wasting your life. And yeah. I'll just leave that at that.
Yep. Yeah. So, I think
awesome.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, let's go to the main topic, babe. Let's keep this party going.
Topic of the day.
All right, we got something good.
So this topic is actually kind of funny.
Okay.
Right? I think it could be funny, but people could be like, what? So it's fast food on the first date. Is that okay?
Is that fast food? Where did I hear this conversation taking place? Fast food on the first. I don't know where I heard the conversation take place, but is fast food okay on a first date? Just being 100% honest, going to a fast food restaurant in general for most people, I would say is not the move. It's not the move, man. I mean, it's just not the move. I mean, you really can't, like, I could say if maybe, you know, you're a college kid and you're struggling, cool, you know, and you all go to McDonald's for lunch or dinner all the time anyway. So she's a college girl. Y'all are just, you know, trying to hang out or whatever. Fine. You know, go to McDonald's, get a hot fudge sundae with nuts and be good. But out here in the real world, most often, no, a fast food is not a good date. And just because of kind of the stigma, not even because it's cheap. You can go somewhere cheap, but that's more classy than a McDonald's or a Taco Bell. Like, I'm not advocating for spending a lot of money on a first date. It just depends on a lot of different things. First of all, if you're dating a lot of people, no, you're not going to be taking them out to Ruth's Chris trying to impress every single girl you meet because you're going to be broke. And I did it differently at different stages of my life. Like when I was like in my 20s, we're meeting at a coffee shop, you know. It was just a nice coffee shop, upscale type of place, but I'm not going to go broke. I could spend $20 in the coffee shop, get to know this person, decide if I even want to move forward for another date, you know. So that's how I would do that. But as you get older and you start accumulating more and now you're supposed to be established, you know, you're not this young man out there just trying to make it in the world. You're supposed to be established. You're not going, I mean, coffee dates are still cool, but you wanna do like just you could, if you don't want to spend money, you can do things like, you know, go out for a walk. But a lot of women are up on that shit. Like, no, you're too bad. Just trying to take me for a walk because you cheat.
A walk after we eat.
Right. So depend if this is a woman that you know you're really interested in and you want to see where this can go. Just spend a little bit of money. I would say $50 is a good starting first date limit. If you can do 25, do 25, depending on how much money you got. If you're a millionaire type of dude and you want to do hundreds on your first date, depending on how many women you're dating, do you? But no, for me, it's just it's a nice, maybe go out for sushi, that type of thing. That would be a first date for me. Like, go for sushi somewhere that we can talk. I'm not big on movies because you can't talk during a movie. Right. So go to a bar, have drinks, just somewhere we can just talk. And the thing is, wherever you go, you don't want the place to be the topic of the conversation.
Right.
Like you don't. So if we go out for sushi, like we're not even really questioning, the atmosphere. We're out. But if you go to McDonald's, that's gonna raise questions. It's gonna raise eyebrows. Like, why the hell are we at McDonald's?
Right.
Like, what's going on with you? So yeah, it depends on what type of impression you're trying to make.
I agree.
And it depends on what kind of money you're making and how many dates you're going on, that type of thing. But no, I mean, we could all sit here and try to defend fast food, but I'm not even going to try, man. It's just not a classy move. And that's my opinion on that. It's just not a classy move. It's not even really about the money. It's just not a very classy move.
I agree. I mean, I think that's straight to the point. Like,
now, let me say though, sometimes you don't go on a date at all. It's like, come over, we'll cook dinner, and we'll catch a movie. That's highly common. And that's still a date, and that's saving money. But
so I wouldn't defend it, but I will say that I don't think that depending on how the person does the fast food.
Yeah, right. You can kind of
depending how you
don't eat it at the McDonald's.
right. Depending on how it's set up, I don't think it's like a deal breaker.
Mm-hmm.
So for instance, like if it's, y'all were getting to know one another and it was like, let's say we're talking on the phone. It was like, what are you doing? You want like, today'll be our first date. It wasn't like straight planned out. Like, we're planning over the weekend. It's like, listen, we've been talking for 24 hours. This conversation has been amazing. We've been up until 6 a.m. in the morning and I have to be to work at 8.
Yeah.
Like, I, want to see you today.
Yeah.
So if that person said, for instance, like, I don't even know what my favorite fast food would be, but I'm just going to say like back in the day, if it was like Checkers, something like that.
Yeah.
And they were just like, we were talking about our favorite foods, favorite things like that.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
That's being thoughtful.
Right. So that would make it a little different. If you were like, you picked up the Checkers and we had like a little picnic outside just to say like, we met up on our first date.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
Like that's an exception and that wouldn't be a problem. But like you said, if it's just kind of like, you've been planning this thing out.
Right. Like this is our planned first date.
We've been planning since Monday for a Friday date on Saturday or whatever.
Now, if y'all say, all right, we're going to meet up and y'all met up, y'all went downtown, hung out at the mall, then y'all went to the club and then club got out and like, we're hungry, let's go eat at McDonald's. And this is all your first date. That's acceptable,
Right. It depends. Like, it really depends. Like if somebody did like a first date would be like a scavenger hunt. And it's like, okay, so we're going to do like some of your favorite things. So like you said, we did like a movie and then we went and we did like, my next favorite thing was to go get yall fashion ice cream. And then the next thing, like, something like that would have been like, oh, like you said, that's a thoughtful thing. So depending on how they do it may save them.
I'd never done anything like that on a first date. That would be more of like
once you get to know them or a little bit more or something.
Yeah. First date, I just need to get to know you. Like we just gonna sit down somewhere, we're gonna talk. I'm not planning no big dates because I might not even like you. You might not even like me.
Well, and that's what I said. I think it all depends on how long you've been communicating with the person because it could be one of those things like y'all been FaceTime. If it's an online kind of, setting, like, y'all FaceTime, you working in the area. You guys feel
like you already know each other.
Yeah, right. Then it's kind of like, gosh, I want to make this our first date, like, good. A lot may not be open right now. So there's some different factors that may come into play.
And if like say you make good money and you've been talking for a month already and she knows like you make good money, she knows where you live, she knows what you got going on, she's not going to care. I don't think that she would really care that much if, you could tell me if I'm wrong, I don't think she would really care that much if you guys ate like burgers or something like that because you're not making a big deal. It's just a place to go eat. If I wanted to buy steaks, I could, and I could, right? So does that make it any better? Or
yeah, I think it all depends. Like, again, like how the conversation has been, your chemistry, how like y'all already have things planned. Like if he already has like a trip planned for you all or something like a month in and then this first date is just like, okay, we're gonna go to Steak and Shake grab some burgers, sit outside just to catch up or I don't think that's a problem. And I don't think that a lot of women would truly have an issue with that.
Not if you guys really have a vibe,
but like you said, if it's just like a first date, we really haven't communicated much. And
I think because at that point, like if you know each other and you're like, hey, let's go catch up at Checkers, whatever, then it's different than I don't know this person. I never met her. This is our first date. Man, I got to dress up nice. Because if you've been dating for a while, like say me and you was like, I'm hungry. Let's go run out Taco Bell. Let's go grab some food.
right.
You're not going to think of me as a cheap bastard because we're together,
right.
you know?
Oh my
So
God, let's go by the park. Let's
Right.
go watch.
so it's like, it's not really like
Yeah.
a date thing. It's more of like you're trying to make this first impression, and fast food is not a good first impression. Yeah. If you've already made the impression, like you've been talking for a while, you've made the impression, and you know this is just a venue to meet each other or whatever, then go for it, knock yourself out. But if this is like what you're planning, like when I plan a first date, dinner is like the main thing. We might not even do anything other than dinner, you know? So that is the date. So you don't want that to be at McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. So at the end of the day, fellas, if you're planning the first date and your only option is to do some fast food, please make
Spruce it up, man.
You know, do a little scavenging, make it thoughtful. At least don't just bring the bag greased burger halfway cold. Or
Leave a trail of French fries like leading up to the bed, and then have like nuggets spread out on the bed, and like and a DVD. Like, we about to nugget and Netflix. Netflix
funny.
and nuggets.
That is hilarious.
All right.
Okay.
So that's good. No fast food on the first date.
No fast food on the first date.
All right. Let's close this bad boy out. What we got?
Closing.
Closing question.
What we got, babe?
All right. This question has been seen and circulating. I've seen some memes about it on social media. The question is it okay to cater to your significant other? What has sparked this is,
I'm trying to cater to you.
baby, this is your day. Okay. Destiny's Child, Cater to You. That song has, sparked, some differences of opinions.
So yeah, because I heard like, the Beehive goes crazy. So what were they mad about?
Well, my personal opinion, because I could be wrong. I don't really indulge too heavily into it. I found it to be more funny than anything. So people were just kind of bringing it back up and was like, wait, let's revisit some of the lyrics on this song.
What lyrics were offensive? Just that?
I don't know. I think it was something, I think one part that I saw is it was like, I'm nothing without you. Something like that, she said. And so people were just kind of like, wait, you're nothing?
It's a fucking song.
Right.
It's a love song.
Right. So I think to me it's the fun. It was funny because
how many men have said songs like just I give you diamonds and pearls and I give you the world and
right.
Well, what's
I don't think it's a big issue, but I think the question is it okay? Is it okay to cater to your significant other?
Your significant other, for a man or a woman?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the goal. That's what you're supposed to do. I think, yeah. I mean, and I think a lot of times what happens is people get caught up in words.
I agree.
They give words meanings that other people don't give them. So when I say cater, it doesn't mean that I'm waiting on somebody hand and foot. It just means that I want to see that person smile, and I know the things that can make them smile. And if I can do those things, then I will do them. And if I can't do them, then I won't do them, and I'll do something that I can do. I think if you have a woman, you should definitely be catering to her 100%. 100%.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't see what the issue there would be. I'm not saying that you give your woman everything that you want, and it's not a one-way streak. It's never a one-way streak, but your job as a man is to make sure that your woman's happy. I mean, what else? Why else do you have a girlfriend if you're not going to make sure that she's taken care of and she's happy? So,
right.
Yeah, cater, and she should be catering to you in return. I don't know what you're going to say, but I think that a woman should cater to a man for sure.
Yeah. I agree. I think that that was one of my favorite songs when that song was out. I was like, yo, that song was, me and my girls used to be like turned all the way up, like singing the song word for word.
Yeah.
So I think, again, like you said, sometimes it's just like the meaning to it. I think when social media got a hold of it, I don't think it was like as serious as some people like.
I really need to hear. I should have researched the argument. I don't know the argument.
Yeah, I don't. But see, the thing, I don't even really know if it's an argument. I don't know if it was more of like jokes, because there was a lot of people laughing about it.
Mm-hmm.
But
no, I do remember people like being upset. Like people get upset about every damn thing. I mean,
I don't.
It's wild.
But at the end of the day, for me personally, I don't think that anything is wrong with catering to your man or your woman. I think that is exactly what it should be. I do think that I heard recently, it was a couple that have been married, I think for like 16 plus years, on a podcast. And they were saying that the husband was saying that sometimes he is often or could be referred to as a simp. And she was saying that sometimes like people, her friends or stuff, would refer to her as being submissive. And they were like, call it what you want, but we're happy. Like we are.
What part about taking care of your woman, like not random women, you're simping when you're taking care of random women, when you're out here spending all kinds of crazy money buying bags and jewelry or whatever you're buying for just women just to get them to like you. That's simping. Taking care of your woman is not fucking simping. That's what you're supposed to do. That's why you have a woman. Yeah, that's fucking retarded.
Okay.
Yeah.
You made
like,
it.
It is. It's,
right.
You know, like if I'm out here meeting women and I'm just trying to impress them with money, that's
different.
Simping.
Absolutely.
That is simping. Like if you're giving them the money to impress them, not just with your own money.
Right.
But if you're giving them money to impress them, that's simping. And you know what? I honestly am not. I kind of got a little bit heated because just being defensive. But I don't really care if a man simps or not. Like if you got the money and you wanna trick on a female, meaning that you wanna pay for her attention, whatever the date, whatever it is, go for it, brother. I mean, you work for your money. If that's what gets you the results, and do it. I have no hate towards that, but I mean, don't act like someone else is less than a man because they're taking care of their woman. That's just retarded.
Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, if a man is taking care of his woman, and more so like emotionally and like caring for her, supporting her, just providing in general, you want to cater to him. Like you want to provide the same thing and vice versa. So I'm 100% for it. Like, yeah. Cater. Let's cater to each other. Let's change the dynamics of this thing. Yeah. Like it is.
Why do you think somebody could have a problem with catering?
Well, because probably they don't feel like that person deserves it. That's the only reason. And if you feel that way,
why are you with that person?
You should leave. Yeah. I definitely think that a lot of people that I know, like including self, I think that you find joy in it. You find joy in seeing like something that you do that caters to their emotions or their like physical, like anything that they need. You find joy.
So I just thought about it. So probably if you're doing things, you're catering, and you don't feel appreciated. Yeah. Probably you start having a problem with like, you don't never appreciate. I'm not going to sit here do all this, and you don't even appreciate. So I can see that. Right.
That's happened, but that is a reflection of doing the right things for the wrong people, and that's okay.
That could be that. Also, could be just lack of communication. Maybe they don't see what it is that you're doing, or maybe I don't know, whatever. Maybe they do appreciate it, but they're showing it in a different way. But yeah, if you feel unappreciated, bottom line, you're not going to want to keep on catering to somebody. So yeah, I'll just try to think of reasons why somebody would be against catering to your man. Yeah, that's what we think. Cater to it. All right. So before we go, you know what we got to do, right?
Let's do it. This or that.
This or that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this because this is where it's at. All right. We're going to do 5 of these, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's go. Number 1. Since we're talking about fast food, let's do this. Burger King or McDonald's?
McDonald's.
McDonald's? Why?
So I'm going with McDonald's because being a pescatarian,
Yeah.
if I have to go to McDonald's,
Yeah.
I'm going for the oatmeal, I'm going for their parfait and their fish sandwich. Burger King,
They got fish sandwich?
I'm good.
Really?
And then Burger King does have the, what is it? The
Yeah, they got the Impossible Burger.
Impossible Burger.
Yeah, so you can actually get a burger from Burger King.
Yeah, no. Burger King's been kind of like falling off the mat one by one. Like
They do. It has been. I don't even understand why.
Like, where y'all?
Like, why y'all closing down? I think like
Yes.
here in Charleston, we got like one Burger King that I know of that's
Right.
open.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, they've been
I'm
closing
around with
down.
Mickey D's, please.
I do like the taste of Whoppers better than McDonald's burgers.
The Big Mac. So if you had
Yeah.
to go with the Big Mac or what was Burger King?
Whopper,
Okay, the Big Mac or the Whopper. You going with the Whopper?
100%.
When I did eat burgers, Big Mac me, please. That's like that special sauce, like the Thousand Island kind of, man.
It's really good, but the Big Mac
kinda
is
having a
like
flashback.
the Big Mac is like 80% bread and like maybe 10% fucking meat. Like those pieces of meat are so I try to get my protein in. Big Mac is just like 2 little ass patties with a whole bunch of damn bread. It tastes good, but that Whopper just hits different. But McDonald's fries for sure over Burger King fries. They got them thick ass, crunchy ass fries from Burger King.
Right.
What we got? Martin or Fresh Prince?
Oh man, this is so hard for me. That's not fair.
Martin or Fresh Prince?
I'm gonna go with Martin.
Martin, really? I gotta go with Fresh Prince, but tell
It's
me why I'm wrong.
hard. I don't like. Gosh, it's so hard. Like Fresh Prince is. I don't know. That's really hard. But
Why Martin?
Martin is just like. I think Martin was.
Didn't Martin
funny.
used to say, "What's up? What's up? What's up?" Didn't he just say
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah.
Oh shit, maybe that's where I got it from. Didn't even know it.
See, and because you really went Martin, no, but they both are so good. Like
yeah.
I liked both of them for different reasons. Like with Fresh Prince,
But-
it gave that family
Yeah,
setting view to like funny,
yeah.
but Martin just gave like unlimited laughs. Like
Martin was more of an adult type of
Yeah.
couples, like a love life type of
Right.
thing, whereas Fresh Prince
Fresh
was more
Prince
of
was
a
more
coming of age,
right
kid.
family
Yeah.
growing up. So
Yeah.
they both brought different things, and they both are so addictive.
So addictive. Yeah, you're right. I watched them both, hilarious. But first, Will Smith just resonated. He's probably one of my favorite actors of all time. So
Still is,
Yep.
yeah.
he's a man.
That's hard.
Not to take anything away from Martin, because that was my show. All the different characters is hilarious. But
Right, and I think that's what I loved really about him too. Like he played his mom. He played. That's one of the
and
first
I'm not even talking
times
about. I'm just talking about those. Yeah, like who, like the officer or whatever. But I was talking about like a Hustle Man and
like
Brubman,
those,
Fifth Flow.
yeah,
all
right.
that. Like
Tommy,
those are good characters
those are really
too.
good characters. But
Yeah.
you just made me think about, because I think we were talking about that the other day, how like Eddie Murphy was like one of the first that played like
Whole
how
bunch of
like
different characters.
right,
Yeah.
how Tyler
But
Perry
Martin
does
did that
now.
before.
But Martin
Yeah.
sure did.
Martin was doing that before,
Yeah.
like Shanae and Yep.
Cool.
I got even a harder one for you though.
Man.
Shy or Snowfall?
Oh nah, you can't do that. You can't. You cannot do this to me. You cannot do this to me.
Shy or Snowfall? You can only watch one.
This is so hard. Okay, so I'm going. This is the only reason why I'm going with this one right now.
Mhm.
I'm going with the Shy
Really?
because it's currently on, and
it's-
Snowfall is making me wait for a little while longer.
But it's gonna come back.
I know, but I love Snowfall. Like,
But you said Shy.
Because it's playing now, and I think it's a new episode is like currently ready, so we can probably go watch it after.
You know, honestly, I would say Snowfall.
I know.
I just think Snowfall is it even though it seems kind of historical. Seems almost kind of like a documentary a little bit. It's like the rise of the crack epidemic. It's just very interesting to me. The whole setting, the whole West Coast, and my man, what I don't even know what his name is, but he's African or he's British, but he has this like West Coast accent
but
down.
You know, I'm very protective over both of them. Like both of them are like I've adopted them as my nephews when I'm watching the show, and I get like real. Yeah. But yeah, that's the only reason why I'm going with that one right now is because they are both such really good shows. And I think what I also love about The Chi is because I just started binge watching it, and I feel like I've watched them grow up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, from they were like little and then now it came back on season 4. I'm like, wait, they're like grown.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm watching them grow up as they grow up.
They are getting big. Yeah. You know what I started watching yesterday that really I've watched it before, but just yesterday for some reason I really started appreciating it and I just got hooked. This show is brilliant. Like the humor is brilliant to me. Like it resonates with me so much. Dave with what's his name? The rapper. Lil Dicky. Yeah, with Lil Dicky. Man, the humor.
Haven't seen it.
I mean, besides the fact that he's an amazing rapper, the humor is hilarious. That's a great show for anybody who was looking for a new show. Dave. All right, 2 more, and then we're gonna get out of here. All right.
Okay.
This one's gonna be easy for you. Pac or Biggie?
I'm going with Pac.
Of course, you're going with Pac. Why?
I mean, I like that Pac was just. They're both amazing like artists and stuff. But Pac has like, if you go back and you listen to some of his music, like there's a story behind it. Like Pac he was like very intelligent as well. So he died, like he wasn't really like hood, but he had experiences, but he was also very intelligent in it as well. So I think that's the biggest thing for me behind.
I'm gonna lose a whole bunch of, not that I have any fucking fans anyways, but there's a lot of people who are not gonna like me after this. Biggie, you know, I've never really been a big Tupac fan. Obviously, you know, I like Tupac's songs and I liked him as an actor, I liked him as a person, but just his music, Biggie's as far as, now you said storytelling, like when Biggie raps, it's like you can picture it's like he's telling a movie like through his raps, and the way that he puts his lyrics together and his rhyme schemes is just, to me, it's just amazing.
They're both dope artists that I just feel like gone too soon. They have so much stuff.
100%. Yeah. Just two different people, but great for different reasons for sure. Bieber or Timberlake? The question they all want to know.
I'm going with
the battle. The battle of the famous white boys. Huh?
I'm going to go with Justin Timberlake.
Why?
I mean, well, Justin was more in my era, really. I mean, Bieber was a little too, but I mean,
not
Justin
really. Well, maybe for you, but yeah.
Justin, I'm just going with Justin. Justin Bieber has some really good songs and hits out now.
You know what? I like Justin Bieber. Not Bieber, but Timberlake. But I gotta go with Bieber, only because I really like Justin when he was in NSYNC. Like I think like most of his hits were from his NSYNC days. When he came out and he started doing like the what was that one other white soulful singer? His dad was an actor. Robin Thicke. For me, I don't like that type of music. And then Justin Timberlake started singing that type of like falsetto type music. It just didn't resonate with me. Bieber be putting out hits all the time, but I think Timberland's hits for me were more in his NSYNC days, so I can't give him full credit for it. But I mean, he has some bangers for sure. But yeah, Bieber all day. Okay. All right, you know we had to get those important questions out the way, but that is an episode, y'all.
So, but
what?
There was one more question, I think.
What?
that.
Oh, we got our daughter sitting here trying to get us to ask a question. We'll put it in the next one.
Okay, all right. I was trying. I was fighting for it, but the next one.
Next one.
We'll see y'all on the next episode.
Holla.